What's up, guys? Welcome to the world's greatest sports betting show. I'm your host, John Hyslop, joined always by the maniacal Philadelphia Eagles fan, Matt Modi. What's up, dude?
Maniacal. I love it. What's up, Slop? How we doing?
I'm just living the dream, bro. I was just thinking about you when I saw the Jalen Hurts thumbnail there, and I was like, wow, like he gets to watch his team play in primetime again. Like they still haven't played on Sunday yet.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah,
Is that weird?
It is. Yeah, it is wild. I don't know. I go back and forth because it's nice watching your team on primetime, but going through a whole Sunday without watching your team is kind of weird. And then 2 Sundays in a row is also weird, but that's like the definition of first world problem. So I really don't have a leg to complain on.
Yeah, I used to be a Raiders fan. And like I was a serious one. I would watch every game. I actually went there one time to Oakland, and I remember the Sundays. So it was kind of when they were good. They weren't good for long. It was a very short window in my Raider fandom. Like it was
like the Rich Gannon?
03? Yeah, it was Gannon. Loose Gannon. And yeah, it was tough on Sundays. I remember just being like, dude, this sucks. Like,
yeah,
I don't know. Yeah, it was a different life. But I think we should kind of go get right into it. I think what we're going to do is obviously dingers. We have 1 week of dingers left.
1 week.
Yeah. I mean, you could do playoff dingers. I'm not a big playoff dinger guy. I just watch it for the games at that point, just because it kind of matters. It's kind of fun. Like it gets strategic.
Yeah.
You know, and it's kind of cool. Like you're actually rooting for pitching. It gets weird. It's not this. I'm not the same baseball guy during the playoffs. So I'm fine there. It's going to be 1 more week. So I think we give the people, another shot at a milli like 7 more times. You know what I mean? Like that's all we can do at this point.
Yeah. I don't know if you saw yesterday. I gave out 3 home runs. 2 of them hit early, Judge and Tyler O'Neill. And then I had Ohtani as my last leg. And that was Sunday Night Baseball. So like I had to wait the whole day knowing that if Ohtani hit a home run, the parlay was like $14 to win 1,000. That's like what I do with the parlays.
Yeah.
Of course, Ohtani did not hit one. But
okay,
it's like
it's fun.
It was fun, and leading up to it all day, it was like, man, if he hits one, like that'd be awesome. And then he didn't.
Yeah, no, I know what you're saying. Those hours right after the second guy hits, those are just magical hours because anything can happen. Like
nothing like it.
You think like somehow you're gonna win more than $2,000. You know what I mean? Even though your ticket says 14 to get 1,000. Anything can happen. It's just fun. Yeah. We'll talk NFL right after. I got some like really good stuff, like insanely good. I think I kind of cracked the code again with NFL because I hit another same game parlay last night, 3 legs, no big deal. I didn't victory lap it on the internet or anything like that. just put the money in my pocket and went to bed. But yeah, I think that's the way. I mean, they're giving you a profit boost, and let me bet $100 on it. I think because of the milli parlays.
Yeah, I can only get $10.
Yeah, so I think it's the milli parlay. I'm dead serious. They like this guy is a moron. Like it tricks the algorithm. So
maybe I should do that.
Maybe I am a moron, but I don't know. Whatever it is, it's $100 now. And the no sweat one for Thursday, I've already seen it. That's $50.
5 for me.
Yeah, that's what it used to be for me. Like it was crazy. I didn't even look at them. But over the summer, I did milli parlays every day. It was kind of like eating your vitamins and exercising every day. You know what I mean? I did that, and that's what worked. And now I get to bet $100 on parlays.
Maybe I should start doing that. Just like put a like you're. And the thing is, like there's how many days over the summer? Like you bet $1 a day essentially. So it's like you lost 1 plus however many days to get $100. Like the math doesn't quite work out in FanDuel's favor, but that's fine.
Yeah, no, and one of them could hit. So there is that.
Yeah,
and then
probably will hit in the next week.
At the same time, it doesn't matter because the whole time you're doing straight markets. So like it's just coming out of your profit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that dollar. So like doing the hitch run RBIs, like that $1, $2, whatever it was for that milli parlay is literally coming out of your profits.
Yeah.
If you're profitable, which I like to say I am because I am. But no, I just saw my Pickett thing this morning. It really got me excited. I wanted to get out of bed and gamble like immediately. I'm up almost to 10% ROI.
That's pretty good. Yeah, that's pretty good.
That's so good for me. You know what I mean? Like, 'cause I was hanging around like the 4s before the alt lines, and now it's just game over.
Yeah, if I wish I could have tracked it like when I was working for OddsJam, when I was just EV betting like 50 bets a day, because your ROI is never going to be high when you're doing like that many bets a day. I wish I should have just stopped it recently, because mine would be pretty good too. But oh well, what are you gonna do?
It is what it is. Yeah, just keep going. Just try and raise it. That's all. Like, that's all we're really trying to do. It doesn't matter what it is today. It's a journey. You know what I mean? I didn't get to what am I going to stop at 10? You know what I mean? Like, no, you're just going to
20's next.
You're just going to keep going and try to get as high as possible. If it goes down to 8, you're going to try and work it back up. You know what I mean? It's literally a game that we're playing here. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it never ends. It just keeps going.
That's the best part.
Yeah, that's why it's fun to think about it as a game, because it will never end if you do that. Not, then you're going to be like, all right, I'm going to gamble until I get up to this. I don't even know what the end game would be, but not important. I don't know if Nigel has the home runs from, remember Thursday? I'm pretty sure we did good.
I think I got one right. I think I had Brandon Lowe on Thursday.
I think I had Barry. Did I have Barry that day, or was that the day before?
I think that was I don't know.
See what I'm saying, dude? Like, I think I hit some home runs that day. What was the football game? Do you remember?
Thursday night was the Dolphins Bills. It was the Tua night.
Yeah, I lost everything that night. I had Tua, but I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, he got hurt. Do you think he's coming back?
I think he will. I'm not gonna say whether he should or not. That's not my decision, but I do think he will.
Yeah, I think it's crazy that he would, but yeah, like you said, like, whatever, man. It's your choice. But anyways, let's go into dingers. I'm gonna go first, since you already said the name of a guy that I think you're gonna take, and let me pull him up on the screen. Did you see that Shohei Ohtani is plus 420 at 400 now at FanDuel? He's 75 at Fanatics. I know he has Fried. Like, I get that. But I don't know when Max Fried became, someone that we should be afraid of. He hasn't really given up home runs this season. I think I'm pulling up his numbers right now, but I think it was like 13 or something like that. Yeah, 13 in 153 innings, which is that's pretty decent. That's not bad at all. But 5 of those have been to lefties who are hitting 331 against them. And we're only talking about 141 plate appearances. Again, not horrible, but at the same time, that's doable. I know we're not a batter versus pitcher show.
I was just about to bring that up.
What's that? We never will be. Never will be. But if we were, we could say that Shohei Ohtani is batting 1,000 against Max Fried with a dinger. It was only in 3 at-bats, but, I mean, what do you want him to do? Like, he can't hit against them if they don't play against each other. That's a fact. You know what I mean? So it's not Ohtani's fault that he only has 1. I would think if you extrapolate that over, say, 100 at-bats, that would be like 30-something home runs.
Yeah, that's true.
Yep, at this rate, at the current rate that he's hitting home runs. So for that reason, I would think Ohtani would be a very good bet to hit a home run tonight. I mean, it's plus 475 at Fanatics. What are we doing?
Yeah, I mean, the fact that he was the last one I needed yesterday basically guarantees he's going to hit one today. So yeah, I like that.
Yeah, I thought you were going to go back to him, because that's kind of how your brain works. I feel like you are not afraid. Like, most guys would be like, I'm never betting on him again, he's banned. Whereas you are more of a, I'm betting him again today guy. Did I get that right?
Yeah, you are right. One thing that I wish I should have tracked it over the course of the season, but like my logic is, like, if we like a guy to hit a home run, it's because he's hitting rockets. And just because he didn't hit a home run one night doesn't mean that he just stopped hitting rockets. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So they're probably also, unless the pitching matchup goes from, like, I don't know, prime Nolan Ryan to someone bad, they're probably a good bet the next night. So I wish I tracked over the course of the season. Like, how did people do the next day? I'm going to say that I'm going to remember that now, but next year I'll forget as soon as the season starts. But anyways,
they always hit a home run the next day.
Always. Yeah. According to my math. All right. The first guy I'm going to go with, it's a guy that we both love, Brent Rooker, to hit a home run.
Oh, I forgot about him. I like him. I'll pull him up.
Yeah. So he was at 340, I believe, when I last checked. I know you're going to pull him up on the screen and see what he is now.
Yeah, he's 320. Is that up right now?
320 FanDuel. Yeah. So yeah, BetMGM is where it was before. So I guess it's not on the screen right now, but yeah, the 320 is, it's what I bet because I can't bet at BetMGM. But yeah, so Rooker has been hitting missiles. He leads the MLB in piss missiles in the last 7 days. He's got 5. Nobody else has more than 4. So, it's 7 days. So all these sample sizes are going to be small. While he hasn't hit a home run, he's facing a lefty. He's facing Shota Imanaga, who I like as a pitcher, but he's also kind of a dinger guy too. Yeah. Especially his fastball. Like, he's given up 14 home runs in his last 2 months. 13 of the 14 have been off of his four-seam fastball. And if you look at the righty versus lefty, which Rooker's a righty, 12 of the 14 home runs have come to righties. 10 of them have been specifically off of the four-seam fastball. And Rooker annihilates four-seam fastball, so that's already a plus. And he hasn't hit a home run off a lefty in the last month, but if you go to him on Zeus, specifically against left-handed pitchers, it's what we were talking about. The guy's hitting rockets. Like, he took Garrett Crochet 395 feet, of course, didn't leave the stadium. That same game, 103 miles per hour, or 100.3, miles per hour off the bat against Garrett Crochet. Another at bat against a lefty, 100.6, 100.7, 98.1, 106.3. Like, he's hitting missiles off of these lefties. And the fact that he hasn't hit a home run, that's against righties. Yeah. Or I guess that's everything.
This is, I don't know what's up with Zeus and Brent Rooker. If you look at stops in June.
Oh,
if I remember right, that happened the other day too when I looked him up.
That's weird.
Yeah,
he's been good since June.
Clearly also been hitting since June. So I wonder what's up. Yeah,
that's weird.
It's not all the A's either. It's literally just him.
Maybe they're trying to hide him because they know he's going to hit one.
I think that's what's happening right now.
Yeah. So anyway,
yes, it has JJ from the other day.
Yeah, that's weird.
But just
yeah.
I'll talk to Zeus. I'll see what he says.
Yeah.
Kind of intimidated by that guy.
By Rooker or the guy at Zeus?
Zeus. Like, he's just really good at like programming. You know what I mean? So when you tell him something, you're just like, can you do this? And he'll just be like, yeah. You're like, oh, sorry.
My bad. Make you feel pretty dumb.
Because I couldn't do that at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
okay.
Yeah, could he win all the bet? Like, does he have a 10% ROI?
I'll be honest with you. He might have a higher one. I'm telling you, I just feel like I don't know. You ever talk to someone that you're just like, this dude is way smarter, or girl, like, this person is way smarter than me, and I just don't want to talk right now. Do you know what I mean? Like, that happens. Like, that doesn't happen that much, but when it happens, you just remember it. You're just like, damn, man, like, you feel so dumb. You know what I mean? Like, damn, like, I'm going to say something, and this dude or girl's just going to be like, what a moron. So I just sit there, and they're probably like, what a moron, this guy didn't speak. You know what I mean? I don't know, but like,
yeah.
Man, well, he's one of those people, though, where you're just like, fuck, man, like, I got to like amp myself up for this call.
Yeah. Well, my fiance went to UVA, which is a really good school. So all her friends are significantly, and her also, and all her friends are significantly smarter than me. And I have like, my friends from high school who I'm still really close to are also pretty smart. So I'm like consistently the dumbest person in a room.
Yeah.
Whatever. So I'm used to that. So
me too.
Yeah, I guess.
Another thing about it.
Yeah. Anyways, you should still follow my bets because the only time I sound intelligent is when I'm talking sports. And the next guy I'm going with is Bryce Harper. So I got him at 370. I think he's at 400 now. So 390. But like Bovada 290, or is that Bet Online 299?
No, that's Bovada. I was looking at it too. I was like, all right. Oh no, BetOnline's $2.99. My bad. No, that is good. Sorry.
No, all good. Yeah, all good.
That is great actually. Whenever they're like way lower like that.
Yeah. So Bryce, we talked about last week. He had been like the unluckiest guy in the world. He had a home run called back due to fan interference. He had a ball hit the top, literally the top of the fence that he just hit a rocket off of. Finally, seemed to break out of his home run slump. He hit 2 on Saturday.
Yep, the 14th.
Yeah, 2 days ago, 101.9, 106.1.
The other one, Jesus, Severino, poor Severino, huh?
Yeah. But then like 106.6 double, 101.1. That was a ground out, but still, he hit the ball hard.
Yeah, it's a hard ground out. I wouldn't have wanted to catch that.
Yeah, no way. So yeah, he's been hitting hard. He finally broke out of his home run shell. The guy's going up against Aaron Savale. He is a dinger guy. Mm-hmm. Granted, he's been a little bit better recently, but like not to the extent that would make me not want to bet him or bet someone against him, I should say. So Harper, yeah, I mean, he's got 4 piss missiles in the last week, only 2 home runs. Like I said, he's just had terrible luck. And he's the type of guy where the home run comes in waves. Like it's like a shooter. You see one go through the hoop, and next thing you know, they're on fire. That's kind of what I'm expecting with Bryce.
I like it. No, I was all over him last week, maybe.
Yeah.
Just because of, if you look at Zeus here, look at that, the $1.08, the one that he thought was a dinger, the $1.06. You know, I was like, man, it is coming. It's gonna happen, and it just took a little bit longer than I wanted it to. But that's not my fault too, because that was on the 14th, right? So that was on Saturday.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, I was watching college football. I was waiting all day. So we have I don't know, like family day, I guess, on Saturdays a lot. Because I mean, there's soccer games. There's, I don't know. You never know what's gonna be, but you do know that you're just gonna be hanging out with like your family all day.
Yeah.
So I didn't really look at any baseball or college football for the day. I always go Saturday night, and I found Indiana like -3.5, and they kicked the shit out of UCLA. So that was so fun to watch. And at the same time, I had UCF just to win. Dude, I think they were down 21-0 at one point. It was bad, and they won. And so that's fun to watch. You know what I mean? Like, so like Saturday was just so good that I couldn't even imagine of having dingers. Even though I would have had a guy that hit 2, I couldn't even imagine doing it. I wouldn't have been able to do it.
It's fair.
Just that Saturday. And probably this coming Saturday. Probably the next one too. Anyways, let's go Barry Carpenter. I can't quit this guy.
It's a good one.
I can't. He's +600, Caesars or FanDuel, whatever. But man, Barry is just, he's my favorite player. Hold on, they're calling me. Ooh. Definitely my favorite player. Awesome. I cannot get enough of him. Let me see something. Yeah. So yesterday, the 14th, I didn't see him play yesterday. Had a 396-foot flyout. On the 13th, he had a 109 miles per hour off the bat, went 414 feet. This guy is tattooing the ball. And anybody that calls him or gets mad that I call him Barry, watch his swing and tell me that he's not Barry.
He's not Barry Bonds?
I mean, because, dude, he hits the dog shit out of the ball. +600 is so good for that. I mean, just so good. So for that reason, I have to go with him. I'll be honest with you, I don't even know who he's hitting against. Do we even know? Oh, it's Seth Lugo.
Lugo, yeah.
Yeah, he'll give up a bomb, probably.
Yeah, he's a dinger guy.
Yeah, so we got him, and then we'll go Corbin Carroll.
He's a good one.
+460, +475 at Fanatics, 399 at BetOnline. Dude, he's another one that's pull him up on Zeus real quick, but he's pounding the ball. So we got that going for us. Think he has the Antonio from the Rockies. He's got him. He's never seen him before, but the other guys for Arizona hits him pretty good. I don't know if that matters, but I mean, he had a walk. He had 2 strikeouts. So that stinks. But again, $1.08 for a single. I mean, that's insanity, dude.
That's against a lefty.
Yeah, against a lefty too. 95, 364 from Myers. 330-foot double. Chase Anderson the other day. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, there it is right there. 392-foot triple. 415-foot double. Like, how did that not go over a fence? Like, where were they playing? Crazy. Yellowstone? Come on. So, yeah. I mean, I love all 3 of those. All 3 are lefties, which I like too. I'm a big lefty guy because I'm a righty, and I always thought lefties just kind of like look big, like better when they swing. I don't know why. Maybe it's just like grass is always greener situation. But lefties are just, I don't know, they're better for home runs, I think.
I'm the same way. I love going with a lefty. Bryce was the only lefty I had today, but in general, I'm always pretty lefty heavy. The last one I'm going with is Carlos Santana to hit a home run. I was able to get him so I think he's best offered last I checked. When you get a chance, if you can pull him up on the screen.
Yeah.
He's at 525 when I last checked at MGM, and then he was at 500 at FanDuel, which is where I bet him. So we can see.
Which one?
Carlos Santana.
Carlos Santana.
So we went down to 480 at Caesars and FanDuel, but still 500 at Fanatics if you can actually bet there. So Santana, he has been raking recently. He's hitting the ball very hard. He hit a home run yesterday.
Getting him on loose, sorry.
Yeah, no, you're good. He hit a home run yesterday off of a lefty. He's facing a lefty today. Like, his recent hits against lefties are absolute missiles.
Yeah, even it's righties too, bro.
It's true. It doesn't have to be a lefty. Yeah. I mean,
last 3 times he's touched the ball, it's been literally 100 miles an hour. I mean, 99.9, that's 100.
Yeah, you can round that up.
Big roundup guy.
Yeah, when it works in our favor.
Yeah. Yeah, round down if it doesn't.
Yeah, exactly.
For the people.
Wow,
yeah, he averages 92 mile an hour exit velocity. He's a pretty old dude.
He is.
He hitting the ball that hard. He's gonna do well in like old man softball, I think.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he'll definitely hit some dingers there.
But look at the last 4 times he's made contact with the baseball. 103.9, 98.6, 101.5, 104.
Yeah,
all of them.
So violent, dude.
It's crazy. And I love guys like him that only swing for the fences. Like 113.6.
That's
like,
can you hit one that hard?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that's when you're like, all right, this is all bullshit. There's no way you hit it that hard.
Yeah. 103.2, 105.9, 395-foot home run. 106, like, just not only is he hitting the ball hard, but what I like in today's day and age where there's the dead baseball, you have to be hitting it as obscenely hard as he is, which we just demonstrated. The pitcher is going up against Matthew Boyd. I will admit, not a dinger guy. He's been good at not allowing home runs. So that's not in our favor. But if you're a guy like me, who there's certain websites, advanced stats that I trust. One of them is Fangraphs. They have a stuff plus metric, which does exactly what it sounds like. It measures a pitcher's stuff, like how good are their actual pitches. It looks at velocity, spin. Yeah. What's their junk? What's their junk like?
We'll call it stuff.
Yeah, stuff, junk, whatever you want to call it. They have him below average across the board. Like, they have 100 is average. He's like in the 80s most of his pitches. So either Fangraphs doesn't know what they're doing, or this guy's just getting lucky by not having guys hit missiles off of him. He also mostly throws 4-seam fastballs, which Santana hits the hardest. So I have a hard time believing that Santana doesn't send 1 yard tonight.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. Okay. I feel like that's pretty good. I mean,
that's 6 for 6, I think.
Yeah. So that's going to be pretty good. I don't know if you heard, but there's a football game.
Oh, you know who plays?
Your team, right?
Oh, that's crazy.
Wow.
Actually, when I talk about the Eagles, I have to change my hat. I got this. All my groomsmen gave this to me.
Okay, that's a big hat.
As a bachelor party gift. Yeah. So whenever I talk about the Eagles, I have to wear it. So it's not,
okay.
It's in the contract.
Fair. I like it. It's a very big hat.
For the audio listeners, it's a big hat. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's actually what it's called, a big hat.
Correct. Yep.
All right, so I'll give 2, you give 2. How about that?
Sounds perfect.
Fair. I'm pretty sure Dallas Goedert is going 50 plus tonight. It looks like, looking at the screen here. Yeah, I mean, you could play over 41.5 at Caesars, -115. It looks like Pinnacle has that too. I don't think that's right. You know what I mean? Like, I think that he is. For one, I think that the Eagles will score on the the Falcons will score. Excuse me, on the Eagles. So when that happens, I'm unable to log in.
Are you looking at OddsJam? Because I can pull it up. What do you need?
I just want to see it's 50 plus at Caesars. I mean, I guess I could use the screen here, but I was just going to use, you know what I mean?
Dallas Goedert 50 plus is at Caesars, it's +120, but at Bet365, it's +140, and it's +130 at DraftKings.
Okay, so FanDuel, do they have one?
FanDuel 50 plus is not offered.
Okay.
They don't have any alt lines for Dallas Goedert, which means they know he's going to go. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He caught 4 balls last week, I believe. And I think he said something about not going over his number. He said he lost a lot of parlays for people. I believe was his exact words. All I'm saying is that definitely shows that he respects the coin. He understands that, I think he got 31 yards. Yeah. His number was 37, and he was not happy. He said he lost some parlays. And I'll be honest with you, we want that kind of guy working for us. So
that we do.
I would say 50 plus. I think that A.J. Brown being out is good for Goddard, obviously. I know that's already baked into the line. I get it. But what I'm saying is I think that the Falcons do better against the Eagles than what the books are saying. I think that they're going to, probably move the ball a little bit. Like, I don't know how much they're going to score, blah, blah, blah. But I think that we're going to see a frisky team. I don't think they're going to get rolled, which is the kiss of death when you have a receiving prop, especially receiving yards. Well, receptions too would suck. But, yeah, so hopefully with any luck, these guys could play this game, I don't know, from behind, which would be amazing. But I don't think they will. I think the Eagles do win this game. But like I said, they're going to be throwing. We should get the full complement of Dallas Goedert. And if we're being honest, Freiermuth caught 4 balls against these Falcons last week. I think that Goddard can do it too. I think Goddard catches 5 to 6. I bet you he gets 50 plus.
Well, you already stole one of my plays. I had Dallas Goedert 50 plus receiving yards, +140 at Bet365. I'm also going to back Dallas Goedert just in a different way. I'm going to take a market that just totally killed me yesterday, which means that I'm due in this specific market. It's anytime touchdowns, +240 at Caesars for Dallas Goedert, anytime touchdown. The arguments that, so right now it's 230, so you're still getting a pretty close price. So I have all this stuff written down because I'm also high on Goddard. So
it's not all you're high on. Just kidding.
Last year, Dallas Goedert played the Rams, and he had 8 receptions. That's the most he's had in the game in the last 20 games he's played. He had 117 receiving yards, also the most he's had in the last 20 games, also the only time he's gone over 100, and he also scored a touchdown. The reason why I bring that up is last year's Rams defensive coordinator is now the Falcons head coach, running the same system that he ran for the Rams last year. Now, I get that the personnel is different, so if you don't like that stat, it's because the personnel is different. Like, I get the Falcons have different safeties, whatever. A lot of stuff with tight ends, it's a scheme thing. It's what are you going to allow? And they have AJ Terrell, who's a good cornerback who I think is probably going to shadow Devontae Smith. Jalen Hurts only throws to his friends, and I don't know if him and Jahan Dotson are friends yet, so I'm not sure that he's going to throw it to him. I do think he's going to throw it to Goddard. I think that the Eagles are going to come in with a similar game plan that they had last year. Like the first drive for Goddard in that Rams game, he blew up. So I'm expecting a big game from Goddard. Anytime touchdown is +230, which is what we're going to bet on the show. But I also am in total agreement with you on the 50+ yards, which I also bet myself.
Awesome. I would say go again.
Okay.
We'll do 2 each. It's fair since I went first. Always class act. Always class act. I'm a fair guy. I would say you go again. I know where I'm going with my next one.
All right. Hopefully I don't steal it. I'm taking Bijan Robinson, 5+ receptions. Now this market got nuked. I bet it at +116. When I went to sleep, it was at +108. When I woke up, it was at -102.
Mm-hmm.
So the people can only get it at -102, which I don't love, but that's the play that I have. So last week, Bijan caught 5 passes on 5 targets. Last week, Kirk Cousins was the only quarterback that did not attempt a pass beyond 20 air yards, and they didn't even bother having their receivers run down the field. It's part of the reason why they only scored 10 points. Now, I'm kind of with you, and that I don't think the Falcons' offense is going to be as gross as they were last week. I mean, it's one of those things where, like, if the Eagles blow them out, I'll be happy, but if my bets win, I'll also be happy. So we could get both. But like, the part of the issue with Kirk was he just didn't look healthy, and he didn't look like he trusted himself to be healthy. And I don't necessarily think that's going to change after 1 week. So I think, like, he's going to dump the ball down to Bijan a ton. I think that the Eagles' focus is going to be like, hey, we can't let him beat us on the ground. And then if they give up the short stuff, just rally and tackle. Like, I think they're going to beg Kirk to beat him deep. And I don't necessarily think that he has it in him. I also like the fact that he took 89% of the running back snaps last week. And that's no, Arthur Smith isn't there anymore. They're not going to do some stupid, like, throwing it to the 3rd string tight end and 4th string running backs. It's going to be all Bijan. He's an absolute monster. And the yards are a good play too. I'm more confident in the receptions, which is why that's where I went.
Okay. I can get behind that. I have an SGP, and he's there 4+ receptions.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a great SGP. The problem is Devonta Smith is also in there, but I think they scheme him open.
Yeah, for receptions or yards?
Receptions.
Yeah, I would like that better than yards.
I think he's gonna get the bullshit ones. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that lucky, like they threw it behind the line of scrimmage. Like last night, I got home on DJ Moore because they did a pop pass.
Still counts.
They count as a run at first. I'm like, guys, someone's gotta look into this. That was clearly a pass. But they did, and he ended up getting 6 on the nose. So I was like, wow, that's good. Right after the play where Caleb Williams ran for 24 yards, which put me over 20 yards. So I was like, all right, that's very fun.
2-day or 2-play span. That's crazy.
Yeah, those are fun. I was like, all right. So that's about as good as it could possibly get.
Yeah.
So we'll go Kyle Pitts, 50+ receiving yards, +138. If they play from behind, this should hit. I mean, he only got targeted 3 times last week, which sucks. But again, I think the Steelers might have been good. And I think Kirk might have been nervous, maybe. I don't know. I'm trying to talk myself into anything. They can't be that bad. Like, when you look at them on paper, there's no way he's that bad with actual weapons. You know what I mean? And, like, Kyle Pitts is good. Bijan is good. Drake London's good. They should move the chains here and there. The Packers did go up and down the field on these guys. I'm not sold that Jordan Love is that good. So, I think we're looking at roughly the same type of thing where you're going to be able to move the ball. And Kyle Pitts, man, it just takes one little broken tackle, and that guy's, going for as far as he can go. So, with that being said, 50+, I know it's difficult because if you go through, look at game logs, it doesn't really reflect like what, what we're saying it's going to happen.
Yeah.
But at the same time, this is a whole new regime, new quarterbacks. Like the quarterbacks they had last year, I don't think they're even in the league.
When you're catching passes from Desmond Ridder and those jamokes, it's really hard to like look at that as a
exactly
it's so different. Yeah,
that's different. That's what I'm trying to look for here was like what's different. 'Cause that's the first thing you got to look at. Trust me, the line was set with what happened. You know what I mean? So like, you can't really. You got to think what was different. And the thing is, I think Cousins is better. Even a shell of Cousins is better than what he's working with, and the offensive coordinator is different, so that helps too. So, and he got pretty ignored last week, except for a touchdown catch, which is awesome. But I mean, I don't know. You saw what happened with Marvin Harrison yesterday when he got nothing, and then all of a sudden it was like, get him the ball. I would think Drake London and Pitts are going to be involved. I think Pitts can get 50+. I think Drake London's line's a little bit high. Like, I'm not saying he can't get it, but it was like in the high 60s. I was like, whoa. You know what I mean? Like, okay, I don't know if I can do that, but 50+ from Pitts, I think that's more than doable. So
I like it. Yeah, I like it.
It's beautiful. All right, I'm pretty sure we just did it. I mean, we went through 6 dingers. Shohei Ohtani. What's that?
I said, which are all going to hit.
Yeah, Shohei Ohtani, Brent Rooker, Bryce Harper. I mean, it says Kerry Carpenter, but you guys know it's Barry Carpenter. Corbin Carroll and Carlos Santana. I mean, those all look really good. The thing, too, is on a Monday night, you're thinking, hey, I don't know if I can do dingers on Monday because there's football. Well, there's dingers for like an hour and a half before football even starts.
That's
so
true.
You got to keep that in mind. You know what I'm saying? They're going right at 7. These guys are maybe even earlier. I haven't checked the times, but they could be going in the 6s. So
I think it's 6:40.
Yep.
I think 6:40, yeah.
Okay, so we got dingers whenever we don't have football for like 2 hours. So there's that. And then at the same time, there's only one football game. So we can watch the football game. We got 4 bets for that. Dallas Goedert, Bijan, and Kyle Pitts. I mean, what's better than that? I mean, we just got 3 guys that we get to watch that are all awesome guys to have money on during a Monday Night Football game. I think we just set ourselves and the listeners and the people up for greatness right there.
I agree.
Like, I really do. Like, I feel like this is a very entertaining night, and we're probably going to make a lot of money.
Probably, yeah. I mean, I like it. One guy on each team, there's always something to watch, which I love.
Yep, exactly. When they all go to sign. You know what you can do with all this money? You can take it to the merch store. Did you know that? We have a merch store now, dude. Have you seen it? It's incredible, man. It has the Real Men Bet Over shirt. It's my favorite shirt of all time. We got a We're All Gonna Be Rich probably shirt. We got NBD hoodies. We got NBD coffee mugs. The store just keeps getting stocked. There's stickers. I mean, I'm not really a sticker guy, but whatever, dude. Like, I'll take a sticker.
Yeah.
NBD hats, the Jet Skis and Monkey shirt, which is selling out like crazy. We got NBD ping pong balls for all the ping pong enthusiasts out there. I mean, it's just an incredible store, and I'm very happy that we have that. And a lot of people have been buying stuff. So if you've been buying stuff, like a lot more than I thought was gonna buy stuff, I'll be honest. I was like, come on, like, what are we doing? But I'll be honest with you, a lot of people are buying stuff. It's alarming. So it's very cool. And if you have bought something, thank you. I really appreciate it. I hope you like what you bought. And if you want to see something in there that we don't have, you could always just let us know, and we will put it in there. Because again, all this stuff just keeps falling into the store. I think it's coming from the cloud or something. That's someone told me. I don't know where it's coming from, but it's all awesome and it's all in the store. And check it out.
I like it.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet, man. Pretty sweet. All right, I'm gonna get going. I have trying to think what I have. I'm gonna do a Millie parlay. I'm gonna make that video, and then I'm gonna have lunch, and then I'm just gonna probably just wait for the Monday night game to start. I'm just kidding, dude. I have kids. We have all kinds of shit I gotta do, but I'm gonna just sit here and just wish the game would start now, because I really want to watch it like right now. Like, I don't want to wait.
Yeah, I was in Mountain Time for the past 2 years, which is a lot better for sports watching, because instead of having to wait till 8 o'clock, I only had to wait till 6 o'clock. So like, I'm basically eating dinner when football's starting. I'm still transitioning back to East Coast time. It's just so late. It's crazy.
Yeah, no, 100%. That's East Coast, man. That's how we roll over here. I've been here my whole life. I think Central might be the cheat code, but I like, when I was younger, I wanted to have something on like at midnight and stuff, and that never happens to the West Coast people.
True.
But that was always awesome, like having a game on at midnight or even later. You know what I mean? Like the college football games that start 10:30 on a Saturday night. Dude, what's better than that? I mean, you're in the middle of the night just partying, dude, watching college football live. Beautiful.
Pac-12 after dark.
Mm-hmm. Well, RIP, but yeah.
Yeah, true. Yeah. Pouring out.
All right, guys, thanks for listening. If you are listening on Spotify or Apple, thank you so much. I think it's a great experience podcast wise. I actually listened to a little bit of it the other day just to see what it was like. You know what I mean? And I stopped listening because I was like, dude, what if someone sees me listening to my own show? That would be so stupid. But yeah, that's awesome. I'm glad people are listening to it. It looks like they are. There's a lot of followers. We're getting a lot of 5-star reviews, which that's awesome too. So thank you. Me and Modai really appreciate that. And if you're watching on YouTube and you want to keep watching, don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification so you don't miss one of these, because we do it all the time. It's easy to miss. I get it. I miss all kinds of shit. But the notifications help out a lot. All right. We'll see you later on.